¿Qué onda, mi gente? Breaking news. Mascherano admits responsibility after Orlando destroys Inter Miami 3-0. Shocking defensive collapse has us winless in 6 of our last 7. Messi rages at MLS referees, claims they don't know the rules. Jordi Alba extends contract until 2027, while Messi's extension coming in few weeks. Messi officially named the GOAT by IFFHS, while Ronaldo finishes 4th. Barcelona's La Liga title in jeopardy as Osasuna files shock appeal. Wait until you hear what Messi said about his legendary rivalry with Cristiano Ronaldo. Plus, MLS approves special transfer window before Club World Cup. Will this save our season? Barcelona crowns Yamal as Messi's true heir with €1 billion release clause. This is Inter Miami Buzz, bringing you the hottest news of the week. Let's hit 1,000 likes on this video. It helps the channel grow and gets more news out there. Smash that like button right now. The YouTube algorithms love it. Brew some mate and make yourself comfortable. Let's dive into these explosive stories. The nightmare continues, hermanos. Inter Miami suffered a humiliating 3-0 defeat against Orlando City at Chase Stadium, extending our horrific run to just 1 win in our last 7 matches. The stats tell a baffling story. We had 62.3% possession and 21 shots, but couldn't find the net once. Meanwhile, Orlando scored through Luis Muriel, Marco Pasalic, and Dager Thorhalsen with just 17 shots. Is this the most efficient destruction of our team this season? Did you see Mascherano's face on the sideline? The man looked like he was about to pull his remaining hair out, and he didn't hold back after the match, saying, "It's clear that we must all pull through together. We've shown, especially at the start of the season, that we have what it takes." But do you think this is just empty talk at this point? Is our team actually in crisis? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Before the Orlando disaster, we had an absolute thriller against San Jose Earthquakes last week that ended in a 3-3 draw. Talk about a roller coaster of emotions, mi gente. The match started with a bang. Maxi Falcon headed home, a delivery from Alba just 35 seconds into the game for his first Inter Miami goal. But San Jose fought back with Chicho Arango and Bo Leroux taking the lead before halftime. Then came the Tadeo Allende show. Our Argentine midfielder scored 2 crucial goals, one right before halftime and another in the 52nd minute, to secure a valuable point on the road. Allende now has 4 goals this regular season and 6 across all competitions. What's crazy is this game perfectly showcased our current problems. Explosive in attack, but leaking goals at the back. We had 56.5% possession, but gave up more shots, 14 to our 9. The pattern continued against Orlando, only this time our attack couldn't bail us out. Is our defense the real problem, or is something else going wrong? Drop your analysis below. Messi has had enough of MLS referees and he's not holding back anymore. After the Orlando defeat, our captain unleashed on the officiating standards in this league. Referring to Orlando's first goal, which came from what appeared to be a back pass, Messi said, "The referee told me he didn't know the rule and didn't see it that way." Can you believe that? A professional referee admitting he doesn't know the rules. This isn't the first time Messi has confronted officials this season. Remember when he grabbed that New York City coach by the neck in February? And just last week, he almost got a red card after the San Jose game before Bruce Arena pulled him away from the referee. Former USMNT star Alexi Lalas criticized Messi's behavior, saying it was a bad look that made him seem smaller and whiny. Do you agree with Lalas, or is Messi's frustration totally justified? Drop your opinion in the comments. As our form crumbles, coach Javier Mascherano is taking full responsibility for the team's collapse. After the Orlando nightmare, he made a shocking admission about our current situation. The team has lost a great deal of confidence. We've dropped in both individual and collective performance, Mascherano said. Clearly the one responsible is me. I've said that before. We can't afford the kinds of mistakes we're making. He added, "We're in one of those moments where every mistake turns into a goal." This collapse follows a period where we conceded just 3 goals in our first 6 games and scored 14. What changed so dramatically? Some fans are already calling for Mascherano's head, but experts say that would be foolish at this point. The squad likely has the talent to play their way out of this slump if Mascherano can find the right tactical setup. Do you think he deserves more time, or should the club be looking for a new coach? Let me know your thoughts. Goal.com published a scathing tactical analysis of our problems, titled Embattled Coach, Javier Mascherano's inexperience, exposed as a frustrated Lionel Messi and frantic Inter Miami side spiral out of control. Brutal. The article points out one moment that perfectly sums up our current crisis. Busquets, the legendary midfielder, completely forgetting how to pass. As they put it, the legendary defensive midfielder swiveled his hips, turned towards the goal, and tried to find that signature pass into Messi's feet. Instead, it went straight to the feet of an Orlando City defender. The biggest tactical issue? Our high defensive line simply doesn't work with this roster. The analysis states that Miami has 4 players who are passengers without the ball: Busquets, Messi, Suarez, and Alba. Yet we're trying to play a high-pressing system that requires constant pressure. Mascherano's experimental position switch with Alba didn't help either. He played Alba as a left winger despite the Spaniard having played just 8 minutes in that position in over 600 professional appearances. The result? Alba went 0 out of 7 on crosses. Should Mascherano change tactics completely, or is our squad simply past its prime? Let me know your thoughts. Finally, some good news amid the chaos. The club has announced a contract extension for our star left-back Jordi Alba, keeping him in pink through the 2027 season. Alba has been absolutely crucial for us, recording 5 assists in just 11 MLS matches this season, the second most on the team. His connection with Messi is magical, dating back to their Barcelona days, and now it continues for 2 more years. In his own words, "I'm happy to renew my contract because I have the desire to continue competing and because of how I feel at the club, with the affection I receive from fans at every match. We have that desire to continue competing, to continue winning, and hopefully win as many titles as possible." This extension is a strong signal that our veteran stars still believe in the project. Coach Mascherano called it important to show stability, adding that we might get news about Messi's extension in a few weeks. But here's the crazy twist. Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal is reportedly preparing a record-breaking offer of over 500 million euros per season to make Messi the highest-paid footballer in history. With our current struggles and Messi's contract talk stalling, could the Saudis finally succeed where they failed in 2023? Are you excited to see Alba stay with us through 2027? Comment below. In the midst of our on-field struggles, Messi took time to reflect on his historic rivalry with Cristiano Ronaldo in a candid interview with Ballon d'Or. The GOAT described their legendary head-to-head battles as always a battle that was every beautiful. In sporting terms, Messi said, "We pushed each other to be better because we are both extremely competitive. He always wanted to win everything, and so did I. It was a beautiful time for us and for people who love football." What an incredible perspective on perhaps the greatest sporting rivalry of all time. Together, Messi and Ronaldo split 13 Ballon d'Or awards over 15 years, completely dominating world football. Messi has 8 trophies, while Ronaldo has 5. Messi added, "What we achieved over such a long period has great merit, because as they say, it's easy to reach the top, but the hard part is staying there." Do you think we'll ever see another rivalry like Messi versus Ronaldo? Or was this truly a once-in-a-lifetime clash of titans? Share your thoughts below. Massive news for our captain. The International Federation of Football History and Statistics, IFFHS, has officially named Lionel Messi as the greatest player of all time, settling the eternal debate once and for all. In their official ranking of football legends, Messi topped the list, ahead of Brazilian icon Pelé and Argentine legend Diego Maradona. And get this, Cristiano Ronaldo only finished 4th, just ahead of Dutch master Johan Cruyff. The rankings confirm what we already knew: Messi's combination of 46 major trophies, 8 Ballon d'Or awards, and that crucial 2022 World Cup victory has cemented his status as the undisputed GOAT. The list also included legends like Zidane, Ronaldinho, and Beckenbauer in the top 10. This comes as Messi slipped to 5th place in Forbes' 2025 list of highest-paid athletes, earning $60 million on-field and $75 million off-field. Meanwhile, Ronaldo topped the list for the 5th time with a combined income of $275 million. But at this point, it's clear who has the better legacy. What do you think of these rankings? Is Messi truly the GOAT? Tell me in the comments. Speaking of Messi's old club, there's some dramatic news out of Spain. Barcelona recently won their 28th La Liga title with a 2-0 victory over Espanyol, and Messi took to Instagram to congratulate his former team with a simple but powerful message: congratulations. But this title celebration could be short-lived. Osasuna has filed a shock appeal to the Court of Arbitration for Sport, claiming that Barca used an ineligible player against them. They argue that defender Íñigo Martínez violated FIFA's Article 5 by playing after refusing a national team call-up for medical reasons. According to the rules, players who miss international duty due to injury cannot play for their clubs within 5 days after the international period ends. If Osasuna wins this appeal, Barcelona could be handed a retroactive defeat, reducing their lead over Real Madrid to just 1 point heading into the final match day. However, the Spanish Football Federation has already rejected Osasuna's appeal, ruling that Martínez was eligible since his call-up was explicitly terminated. While Barcelona's title looks secure, this legal drama shows just how heated the title race became. What do you think? Legitimate complaint or desperate tactics? Drop your thoughts below. As if our on-field struggles weren't enough, there's explosive news about Barcelona's teenage sensation, Lamine Yamal, potentially taking over Messi's iconic number 10 shirt. The 17-year-old wonder kid is reportedly signing a new contract with a €1 billion release clause. Barcelona president Joan Laporta called him a genius who enjoys Barca and compared his situation to keeping a young Messi at the club. It happened to me with Leo Messi, who Inter wanted. And we ended up deciding together, including Leo's father, that Barca would have the best project. Meanwhile, Jordi Alba, who just extended his contract with us, had huge praise for Yamal. He debuted with us with Barcelona, and I think he was 15 years old. He already looked like a different player. What he is doing is incredible. He is among the candidates to win the Ballon d'Or. The biggest news: UEFA has confirmed a dream matchup between Spain and Argentina in the Finalissima clash between European and South American champions. This means we could see Messi versus Yamal, a symbolic passing of the torch moment. Are you excited for this heavyweight clash? Let me know. Huge news for our Club World Cup preparations. U.S. Soccer and MLS have approved a special pre-tournament transfer window running from June 1st to 10th. This means we can sign reinforcements before the competition begins. This couldn't come at a better time. Our defensive issues need addressing before we face global powerhouses. The good news is any players signed during this window will be eligible to play in both the Club World Cup and MLS regular season matches. Only teams competing in the tournament will be eligible to use this window. That's us, Seattle Sounders, and potentially LAFC, pending their playoff with Club America. By the time the regular MLS transfer window opens on July 24th, most teams will have already played 24 of their 34 matches. So this gives us a huge advantage. And here's where it gets exciting. Reports suggest we're targeting legendary Chelsea defender Cesar Azpilicueta as a free agent to fix our defensive problems. He wouldn't even require a DP slot. Even more shocking, Mundo Deportivo claims that 39-year-old Real Madrid icon Luka Modric could join us this summer after Messi personally requested his signing. Plus, Angel Di Maria remains a strong possibility to reunite with Messi and Mascherano after leaving Benfica. And don't forget Paul Pogba. The French star has been training in Miami and could provide the midfield stability we desperately need. The tournament begins on June 14th when we host Al Ahly at Hard Rock Stadium. Who would you sign if you were making the decisions? A new center back? Another midfielder? Drop your transfer targets in the comments. Despite all the negativity, our captain Lionel Messi is calling for unity during this difficult period. After the Orlando loss, he told Apple TV, "Keep going. It's a complicated time, but we'll all stay united." Messi understands that staying together is crucial during a slump. We're a team in difficult times because when everyone wins, it's easy. But now that difficult times are coming, that's when we have to be more united than ever, be a true team and move forward because we have what it takes. Our captain is already focusing on what's next. We're coming off a period of bad results, but we have to keep working and think about what's next. With 3 or 4 games left in May, we have to finish the best possible way to be able to face the Club World Cup. This is the leadership we need right now. Messi knows that panic and finger-pointing won't solve anything. Only unity and hard work will turn things around. Do you believe Inter Miami can bounce back from this slump? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Looking ahead, we've got a critical match against Eastern Conference leaders Philadelphia Union this Saturday, May 24th at 7:30 p.m. The Union are flying at the top of the East with 29 points in 14 games, making this our toughest test yet. Philadelphia's Subaru Park in Chester, Pennsylvania has been a fortress this season. We'll need to shake off our road struggles if we want to get a result against the best team in the conference. The big question is, will Mascherano make changes to the lineup after the Orlando disaster? Could Federico Redondo get the start to freshen up our midfield? Will Fafa Picault, who looked dangerous off the bench against Orlando, get more minutes against his former club? One thing's for sure, we desperately need a result to break out of this slump before the Club World Cup. This match could be the turning point of our season. What's your prediction for Saturday's match? Will we bounce back or continue our slide? Share your score predictions in the comments. That's all for this week's Inter Miami Buzz. Despite our current struggles, we're still in a playoff position and have time to turn things around before the Club World Cup. What do you think will fix our defensive issues? Should Mascherano completely change our system, or is it just about better execution? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video and want more Inter Miami content, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts below. Let's help this channel grow so I can bring you even more news and analysis. As always, feel the pulse, catch the buzz. See you next week. Hermanos.